Hey. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here live and direct coming to you tonight from Harlem Aloft. We're here with
Marshall Williams.
Mr. Marshall Williams. How are you? Welcome to New York.
Thank you for having me on.
How long you been here?
Well, I mean, I come to New York quite often. So
Come to New York quite often.
Yes,
okay. Hailing from where?
Baltimore, Maryland.
Baltimore, Maryland. Okay,
Yes,
okay. So what are the future projects we're working on, Mr.
Well,
Williams?
I'm working on Cuban International Fashion Week, which will be in March of 2017. We're excited about it. It'll be the first International Fashion Week in Cuba.
What? Cuba International Fashion Week?
Yes, sir.
Really? So what made you come up with this idea now?
Well, hey, my wife actually got married last year. I got married in Cuba. My wife is in Cuba. So I got married, and she's a model.
She's a model.
So we talked about doing something that would be interesting for her to be able to showcase Cuban models. So that's where it came from.
What? That's right. Hey, I know Cuba has a lot of beautiful models too. Beautiful people over there. Beautiful
Cuba
people.
has a lot of beautiful models. So we created Cuba's next fantasy model instead of
Cuba's
next top
fantasy model.
Yes,
What?
sir.
Hey, that sounds fantastic. That sounds fantastic. So mainly the designers you're going to set up for next March 2017 are going to be from Cuba, or are you going to bring them all
because
over?
it's international, we're going to bring about 5 designers from America.
Okay.
And about 15 models and a couple of stylists, and then we'll marry up about the same in Cuba.
Hey, that's... Yeah, Cuba is going to have an explosion next year.
Well, actually, what's happening is there's a revolution. So we're saying right now that we want everybody to join in the Cuban fashion revolution going on right now.
Hey, Cuba's going under another revolution right now. Another revolution.
This time it's a fashion revolution.
It's a fashion revolution. Hey, I love it. I love it. I love it. So you've always been involved, like you're always in the industry?
Yeah,
like
well,
trying to...
actually, what I do is I produce a show in Baltimore called Baltimore Fashion Television.
Well,
That's what I
Baltimore
do.
Fashion Television.
Right. So I wanted to produce Cuban fashion television. And so what happened was I was able to connect with some Cuban producers.
Okay.
So we created Cuban Fashion Week for that purpose.
Oh, this is going to be a beautiful thing. Hey, that's a beautiful thing.
We're excited
Hey,
about
it's a beautiful thing. Baltimore, we've got to come down to your show too, you know?
You got to come to Baltimore.
Is there also a website or any address that anybody can go to see any of the shows?
Well, they can go to BaltimoreFashionTV.com.
BaltimoreFashionTV.com, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here first. Hey, Mr. Williams, you're doing a great thing.
Listen, I thank you for having me. I appreciate you guys bringing more exposure to the Cuban people. We appreciate that.
Hey, Mr. Williams, thank you for everything tonight. And you heard it, next March 2017, we will be heading to Cuba for a major, major event. And we look forward to seeing you here, Mr. Williams. So thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're here live at Harlem Aloft tonight with two beautiful people here, two beautiful people. Why don't you introduce yourself, please?
Hi, I'm Julia Robertson.
And I'm Norm Adams.
Julia Robinson and Norm Adams. Well, why don't you tell me what you do?
I'm a singer. I was with the group called Ex-Girlfriend that Full Force had put together in the 90s.
I know them.
Yes,
nice
I was that group. And actually now I'm doing a solo project, but I'm right at this moment, most important, I'm doing a duet with Norm Adams.
Well, Mr. Adams, yes. Why don't you tell us what you're doing too?
Absolutely. Well, I have a solo project out right now called This Is My Time. It's out right now on. Yeah, absolutely. It's out on iTunes and Spotify and Apple Music and also on CD Baby. And the latest project is the duet with the lovely Julia Robertson. It's a song called Body Rush, and it's coming out on.
Beautiful, beautiful.
It's coming out on May 31st.
On May 31st.
Yep, on digital outlets everywhere. So everybody, please go and support it.
Okay. So let me ask you, how long have you been in the industry?
Careful.
20 years.
20 years? And how did you start?
I got a record contract with Warner Brother Records at 16 years old.
16?
Yep.
So what, this was just singing in your living room and then you just...
Singing, 3 girls that was in the hood that lived, I live in Harlem, I live here.
live in Harlem.
And we came together and it was always a 4th member, but it was always 3 of us that put it together.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Yes. And how about you?
Oh my God! You know what? Just like a lot of singers just starting in church, you know,
Church, okay.
absolutely, you know, just
Choir,
as a,
choir.
absolutely, yeah, just as a little guy.
Whitney Houston.
And, well, yeah, it's kind of like that, yeah, you know, and you know, just over the years, just really honing and crafting, you know, my gift, you know, and I, you know, got into songwriting and you know, and producing, and that's just kind of brought me to where we are now.
That's a beautiful thing. So how did both of you actually meet?
You want to tell that story?
We met at a party. I don't remember quite the place.
It was for the Wanderers game.
It was for the Wanderers game. I was in a play called The Wanderers Game.
I went there, I saw it.
Oh, you saw me, okay. Yes, I was in that play. I performed in that play.
Okay.
I did a little acting in that play. But that's where I met Norm Adams.
The guest of honor tonight, Keri'S Singleton,
Right.
is a mutual friend, and he also manages Julia.
Yeah, that's my
Manager.
manager.
Oh, you manager.
Yeah.
Okay, hey.
Yeah,
Hey,
so,
world gets smaller in here. Everybody knows each other.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it, right? Connections, right? Connections.
Exactly,
Connections.
right.
So this record you said is out or it's coming out?
It is coming out.
When's it coming out?
May 31st.
Okay, May 31st. Are you holding anything like when it's coming out? Are you gonna hold it anywhere? You just-
Absolutely.
you know,
Well, right after that, we're going to have an event, so we hope you'll come and cover it.
Hey,
'Cause, you know,
I'd absolutely love to cover it. I'd love to cover it.
right.
I love this here combination getting together. You're doing a beautiful thing, you know?
Thank you. Thank
Beautiful
you.
thing.
Thank
Well,
you.
ladies and gentlemen, is there anything you want to tell the audience before?
I just want everybody to support us and come out and buy the album, the single, and support us. It's going to be worth it. It's gonna be
I
worth
am
it.
sure it's going to be worth
Yes,
it.
it is.
Why do you give a little solo, a little, acapella here?
I take you to my house, introduce you to my bedroom, show ya.
You want to get in on it? You want to get in on it?
And don't you know this is the way I roll? Roll with me, come on and feel the flow. Rolling on until the break of dawn for you.
Hey, I love it already. That was acapella, ladies and gentlemen. Go buy that album, May 31st. Called Body Rush.
Body Rush,
Well, I
yes.
love speaking to both of you tonight. Both of you have a beautiful night.
Thank
Well,
Thank you
it's a
very
pleasure to meet both of you again, okay? Take care. Take care of yourself.
you.
Take care,
Nice
Mr.
to
Rush.
meet you.
Take care. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here tonight live at the Harlem Aloft, New York City. We're here with another great gentleman. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Absolutely. Hey, everybody. How's it going? This is Quentin Cockrell, CEO of the Firm of the Five Boroughs. We are entertainment business consultants. To basically put it, we do the branding, marketing, and promotions and business development for artisan, be it fashion designers, music, sports, entertainment, anything dealing with entertainment. We're live, we're there, and we're going to help get it to the next level, because if they're not making money, then it's just a hobby. So that's when they call me.
Hey, I'd say that's definitely a professional job there. You're a quite busy man. I'm sure you're a busy man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So how did you get into that industry? How did you start?
That's a good question. I was the vice president of A&R for an independent music label, 6 Pound Records, and before that I was working with one called MTM Studios, MTM Records, up in the Bronx.
Right.
And I found that between those two, going out, doing events,
Right.
there was a real need. People kept asking me a lot of questions, and and I'm like, well, I can't really do much for them because I'm with the music label, so I can only work with the artists with that label. So
you
there was
saw
kind
the
of a
opening,
real
you saw the
need.
opening, you saw that need.
It became a situation where I just saw there was a need for people to get information. And as a people, as a whole, you already know we have a problem when it comes to information and getting the
you're
right
about that.
information.
You're right, brother.
So
You're right.
I decided to take advantage of an opportunity, go ahead and create my own business,
Right.
which is, again, the Firm of the Five Boroughs. And it's really it was about business education.
Right.
And helping artists who are on the independent level
Okay.
get in a position where they can actually be successful and actually get to that next level, which is where they're trying to go.
That
But a
is-
lot of them just didn't have the right information or the know-how to take the product and get to that other level.
So let's say there's somebody out there now, a young artist who's starting out now and wants to get to that next level and saying, boy, who should I call? How can I get in touch with you? How would they get,
Absolutely. So it doesn't matter if you're a musician, music label, fashion designer, fashion company. As long as you're in entertainment, we got you. You can reach me on my Facebook page, Quentin Cockrell, Quentin. That's the first name, last name Cockrell, Cockrell. You can definitely reach me there. I'm also on Instagram at GQ_City Smooth. You can also reach me on Twitter, again, Quentin.Cockrell. You can also reach me by my email, which is QU, E as in Edward, S as in Sam, T as in Tom, H as in Harry, E as in Edward, O as in Oscar, N as in Nancy, E as in Edward, @gmail.com.
At gmail.com.
Yes.
So, Quinn, it doesn't really matter where they are. If they're in Los Angeles, it doesn't matter. They're in Japan, they still
you can be
contact
in
you.
Mars if you have a way to reach me from Mars.
Right. Like that.
But you could be in state, out of state. We work with everyone as much as possible, and definitely contact me and we'll talk.
Hey, Quinto, I think you're doing a great, beautiful thing. You saw the opening. You're
Thank
taking
you,
care
sir.
of that need. Is
Thank
there
you.
anything else you want to tell the audience before we leave? Cut off it.
Absolutely. You're going to go through a lot of hardships, especially if you're starting out. And it doesn't matter how you start out. You're going to go through hardships. And I can tell you from a personal experience,
Yes.
you cannot stop. Every time you hit that threshold where you think that you should quit, that is the point you need to keep going, because what you need is going to be on the other side. I know a lot of people hear that. It's a cliche, but it is the absolute truth. Do not give up on what you're doing. And if you're really having trouble, then you know to call me.
Brother, that is the truth in life. That's the truth across the board. I love what you just said. That's
Thank
a
you.
very important thing you said, because a lot of people are on that edge where they're thinking of, well, probably I should just quit or just go back and not do this, not head in this direction.
Yeah.
And you're absolutely right. Absolutely right, Quinto. Absolutely right. So I think that's a beautiful thing you're doing, brother, and we wish you the best of luck. And
Thank you.
Please contact this man. He will get you to across that line
Yes,
and in
yes.
the right direction.
That's right. Let's hit that race and let's hit it hard.
Hey, thank you, Quintel. Thank you.
problem.
You take care of yourself.
Do the same.
Take care, brother. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with a man who's known worldwide. His name is Rashad. But Rashad, why don't we tell him your label of your clothing line?
How are you, everybody? My name is Rashad Calhoun. I'm the owner and CEO and founder of the Jar by Rashad.
All right. And ladies and gentlemen, I hope you noticed that Bashar is his name spelled backwards.
Yeah, definitely.
So if you can't remember the line, just remember Rashad backwards. Spell it out. What a line do you have? So Rashad, how long have you been in this industry?
14 years, and I'm 28 now, so since I started when I was 14 years old.
14 years old.
Yeah.
So did you go to other shows? What was the impetus to make you really get started in this business?
Well, pretty much as a child, I always wanted to have my own style. I used to have my mom buy me clothing that was plain from Kmart and Walmart, and I used to, cut them up, and I used to actually cut her old curtains up and put them up into my clothes and everything. Yeah,
What? Curtains?
yeah. She used to be mad at me, but now she appreciates what I do now because she understood why I did it.
Hey, so cut out these pieces and put them together.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So I was like a reconstructor.
Really?
Yeah.
So when was your first event that you went to?
My first event, I did actually do a lot of high school fashion shows, but my first big event was Pletz Fashion Week,
Pletz.
which was 2013 actually. Yeah.
2013?
Yeah.
Wow.
So after meeting
Wow.
Mr. Wayne Shields, me and him got real cool. He gave me an opportunity. It was awesome. A couple months after that, I had to do a show in a nightclub. Which is a little surprising.
Yes.
And Mr. Michael William Reed, which is my manager now,
Right.
he found me there.
He found you there.
He said,
Like
Rashad, this
that.
will be your last show in a nightclub.
What? That was it. That was
He brought
it.
me on and took me to Paris Fashion Week, and we going crazy ever since.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I went to a couple of this gentleman's shows here, and let me tell you, his clothes is insane. It's fabulous.
Thank you.
Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. So if people want to see your line too, would they just find it like online? Is there anywhere that they can go to see it, or?
Yes, you can go to YouTube and put in my name, Dahshar Rashad, which is DAHSARBYRESHAD.
You heard that, ladies and gentlemen. And so is there any direction that you want to head in as far as a clothing line in the future? Because I know you have a variety of clothes.
Well, pretty much I never go by through trend. Everything that I create through collections is all by past experiences I have, like the way I'm feeling in life at a moment of time.
Yes.
When I'm going through my
That
collection.
brings the
so
collection
it's
to be
it's a
in.
long, big story what I'm going through at the time, and you can feel it. What's
I
going on
like
in the
that. I
collection.
like
Yeah,
that.
it's
I
fun, it's
like
fun,
that. I
real
like
fun.
that.
Yeah.
I like that. Hey, that's a beautiful thing. Ladies and gentlemen, you are looking at a designer who's going all the way to the top.
Thank
He's
you.
well on his way now. Please go to that website. Go to that site and just tell them one more time where they can see your line again, Rashad.
On YouTube and put in Dahshar Rashad, and also I have an app too, my own app.
You have an-
Yeah, my app. Yeah, it's Dahshar Rashad. It's on Google Play and also on iTunes. Dahshar Rashad, DAHSARBYRESHAD.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it. You heard it. Look at this designer here. This is the man heading places, already gone places, and further,
Thank you.
moving up further up the ladder. Rashad, I thank you for this interview. It's
Thank
been
you
a
so much.
pleasure,
Thank
brother.
you.
You take care of yourself,
Thank you,
man.
you as well.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
man.
you.
All right. Okay.